Like the video and subscribe to stay updated. Let's get started.
The United States Coast Guard is pursuing a third oil tanker allegedly linked to Venezuelan oil exports in international waters near the Caribbean. The move marks a significant escalation in Washington's sanctions enforcement campaign, triggering international legal controversy and strong reactions from both Venezuela and China. According to Reuters, the vessel currently being pursued is believed to be part of a so-called dark fleet, tankers suspected of using false flags and disabling identification systems to evade U.S. sanctions. A U.S. official told Reuters, "The United States Coast Guard is in active pursuit of a sanctioned dark fleet vessel that is part of Venezuela's illegal sanctions evasion. It is flying a false flag and under a judicial seizure order. This is the third such pursuit in less than 2 weeks, following 2 earlier oil tanker seizures in early and mid-December." The latest action follows President Donald Trump's announcement of tighter enforcement measures against sanctioned oil tankers entering or leaving Venezuela. In December 16, 2025, President Trump as saying, "A total and complete blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers entering or leaving Venezuela." Washington argues that Venezuelan oil revenues are being used to fund illicit activities and that controlling maritime transport is the most effective way to enforce sanctions. U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem stated, "The United States will continue to pursue the illicit movement of sanctioned oil. We will find you, and we will stop you." The Venezuelan government has strongly condemned the U.S. actions. According to AP News, officials in Caracas described the tanker seizures as a serious act of piracy. Venezuela also accused Washington of attempting to impose what it called a colonialist model through maritime enforcement, insisting such practices will ultimately fail. China has also criticized the U.S. operations. Reuters reported that China's foreign ministry described the seizures as a serious violation of international law, raising concerns about unilateral enforcement actions on the high seas. Analysts say the core controversy lies in the legal framework. International maritime law allows inspections of stateless vessels, but it does not clearly authorize the enforcement of unilateral sanctions on international waters. By expanding the definition of the dark fleet, the United States is seen by critics as setting a new precedent where enforcement power moves ahead of legal consensus. This has raised concerns not only in Venezuela, but also among countries dependent on global maritime trade, who fear increased uncertainty and geopolitical risk at sea. The pursuit of a third oil tanker highlights a shift toward more aggressive, on-the-ground enforcement of U.S. sanctions against Venezuela. While Washington frames the actions as necessary for security and law enforcement, critics warn they could undermine the international maritime legal order and intensify geopolitical tensions far beyond the Caribbean.